Alright guys, so today we are in Myeongdong, which is in Seoul, and it's pretty cool because someone reached out to me on Instagram that is from Seoul, because I've been talking about coming into the city a lot lately, and they recommended this place. Myeongdong is supposed to be like the #1 shopping district in the Seoul area, the Seoul city, and it's pretty packed already. There's a lot of people outside, and apparently they have really good street food too, so we're just gonna do some exploring and try to find some stuff today. So what I'm kind of doing with today, since I'm still on this diet, I'm still in a deficit, I tracked my macros for the first 2 meals. So up till now, I'm at about 120 grams of protein, 150 grams of carbs, and like 25 grams of fat, something like that. But today's like a free day. It's not necessarily a cheat day, it's just a free day. So I'm not tracking macros too accurately. I just want to enjoy myself while I'm in Korea. Like, what are the other chances, the opportunities? I'm going to be in a different country living here for another 7 months. So I'm not going to miss out on trying all the different foods. And I'll just try to stay within my ballpark numbers. But if I go over, it's really not a big deal. So we found this place for lunch. And this is like honestly the nicest part of Seoul in Korea that I've been in so far. But this place is like a pork, chicken, and squid restaurant, and they cook it at your table for you. Last time, me and Jarrett, we got pork last time at this one place. It was the worst experience of a restaurant
It was pretty cool.
I've ever had. It was primarily like pork fat. Jarrett ate most of it, but I couldn't even begin to eat it. It was interesting. So this one we got just squid and just chicken. So you can see like the whole squid was huge, and then she cut it into little pieces. And there's chicken in there, and I don't know what's in the middle. I really don't know. It looks like cheese. It might be cheese. But this is our lunch right here. This is split between 3. And we also had like a salad and some soup. So before we went to lunch, all the food marketplaces and all the food trucks and stands weren't open, so we had to go to like a brick and mortar place. But this thing that you guys just saw it's almost like a tortilla, a very thin tortilla or crepe. And there's like sliced banana, there's Nutella, there's cornflakes in there. That's genius. By far the best part of South Korea we've been in yet. So apparently April's a pretty big deal here because it's the month when all the cherry blossoms are blooming. So everyone's outside right now taking pictures, and the amount of selfie sticks here is absolutely ridiculous. But what I want to talk about in this video is last night I ended up sleeping like 3 hours because I worked from 5 a.m. until 10 p.m. because we had a range yesterday. And then I worked from 10 p.m. till 2 a.m. A lot of food cooking here too. 10 p.m. till 2 a.m. because I had barracks presence. And if you ask someone what they do in a typical day and they say they spent 3, 6, 9, 22 hours working, that means nothing. That means absolute shit. What did you do during that time that made a difference or made a significant impact on your job or your skill set? I mean, my job right now is a little different being in the military. I don't work like a typical 9 to 5. But the reason I'll never work a 9 to 5 when I get out of the Army, and why I want to run my business and why entrepreneurship interests me so much, is because not all but many 9 to 5 jobs, you get paid to show up to work and you're expected to perform at a certain level or a certain standard. And for me, I want to get paid, I want to make money, I want to earn success based off the quality of work that I do, the time that I put in, and the effectiveness and the efficiency of the things I'm doing. Not necessarily just show up, get a paycheck that is standard annually, and you get paid just to show up and do your job. I want to make the amount of money that surpasses that, or the success that surpasses that based off of what I'm doing during that job, what's making me better, what's making my business better. That's like the main reason I'm so interested in business, and I will never work that typical 9 to 5 after the Army. So we are heading home from Seoul. It's like an hour and 45-minute trip, and it's 2 transitions. So we gotta make sure we take the right transitions to get back to Camp Casey. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Absolutely beautiful Sunday morning. It's like 7 a.m. I've always been more of a morning person. I've never been one to like stay up super late and then sleep in. I like waking up early, so like even on the weekends, like today, woke up at 5:30, made some pre-workout pancakes. Now I'm about to go hit the gym and do a leg session, legs and abs. Yesterday I hit chest and triceps, but at the gym, if you guys follow me on Snapchat, you probably know already, the lights kept going off and they won't let us work out. So I had to sneak in the back and then lift with like just the floodlights on, so the workers wouldn't see me and cut my workout short, because I knew we were going into Seoul yesterday and I wanted to get the workout in prior, because I knew when we got back late last night, I'd just be beat. So leg day, a little bit of abs, but absolutely beautiful Sunday morning. So to take you guys down memory lane a little bit and kind of show you a huge difference between this cut and my last cut, which was for contest prep. This cut right here, I'm kind of on my own. I'm secluded from distractions other than work and going to the gym. You know, there's very little distractions going on in my life right now. I'm here in South Korea. I'm away from a lot. My last cut was, I was a senior in college. It was like the last semester of college. I was living in a small apartment on Philadelphia Street at the Indiana University of Pennsylvania, which is in Western PA. It's near Pittsburgh. No affiliation with Indiana University. But I'm living there with 4 of my best friends, and the distractions were high. I mean, I'm living with all my buddies. They're all going out all hours of the night. They're bringing back pizza and burgers and beer and all that stuff. And in the beginning of prep, it wasn't hard. You know, I had 1 refeed day a week where I could really enjoy myself. It wasn't a cheat day. It was a structured and tracked refeed day. But towards the end of prep, I remember sucking pretty hard, because I'd do my weight training in the morning, and I'd do my cardio in the evening, and I'd come back to everyone getting ready to go out. And it wasn't necessarily that I wanted to go out, because I was very focused and disciplined on this contest prep, but the smells of all that food and everything just made it that much harder. So if you guys have gone through similar situations, I'm curious to see and what kind of environment you guys have gone through a contest prep in. But kind of focusing on this workout right here, so I started off with extensions and curls like usual, and then rather going into squats right away, I did some leg press. So everything here in this workout is 4 sets, 10 to 12 reps. And squats were feeling so good today, it kind of made me think of what has changed over the last 2 years in regards to my squat. And if you guys have seen my videos a while back when I first started YouTube, if you look at my deadlift, my bench press, and my squat, then compared to now, it's like night and day. And everything from foot placement to high bar, low bar squats, depth, different rep ranges, different training styles, and increasing mobility in my ankles and hips, and just finding these small little things that improve the squat overall have really helped me out. And finding that power position, like where is that power position for you? And I slowed down these clips a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. If you can go down deep into a squat and you can hold that position, say for 10 to 15 seconds, just with lightweight, maybe 135, 225, are you gonna be balanced? If someone comes up and like presses lightly against your chest, are you gonna move back and forth? Are you gonna feel balanced in that position? That's really where you need to find your power position from. And for me, what I've really found is actually bringing my feet closer together, having more of a narrow stance, and using high bar as opposed to low bar is where I have my best balance and my most power in the squat. So experimenting with all these different things can really help you find what works best for you, and then go from there and just improve your squat overall. If I could learn or master one skill in like the next year while being here, it would be HTML, CSS. I know it's like a very complex trade to have, and I'm not going to learn it in the next couple months. And I'm slowly picking up on things as I go, because I'm trying to make changes to the site right now, and I'll show you what I'm working with right now. So like for the past couple hours, even before going to the gym, I was trying to add these 3 little images at the bottom here, and then I want to make it where like you click on it, you hover over it, you click on it, and a box appears. Just getting those 3 little things in line so that they're compatible with like a computer or laptop, a cell phone, and an iPad, like a template. It took me a long time to just master that right there. And I'm changing up a little bit where I'm adding more information to the product so that people come to the site that aren't really aware of pre-workout or amino acids or creatine can get a lot of information. Just one of the changes I'm making, but I'm just saying, like, if you could learn one thing and make some good money, coding. So quick physique update, 2.5 weeks into the cut now. Macros are still 250 protein, 400 carbs, 75 grams of fat. Yesterday going into Seoul, I didn't really mess anything up. I believe I stayed in my ballpark range, but I didn't track after my first 2 meals here at Camp Casey. When I got to Seoul and the rest of the day, I didn't track anything. But I didn't go too crazy. I had a few things street food wise, some small snacks before that main dish that you guys saw. But after that, I just waited till I got home and ate like a salad and some pork loin and some potatoes. So I didn't go too crazy, and I'm able to go into Seoul, or into the surrounding cities every so often to get some different food. Right now, it's kind of restricted on how often we can go off post, and especially overnight. But going in and just trying something new isn't going to mess up my diet at all. So 2.5 weeks in, like I said, things are definitely tightening up very fast, faster than I thought they would, and especially at the amount of calories and carbs I'm consuming right now. So abs are coming in, obliques are starting to come in, and still abs every other day. And a lot of you guys wanted to know why I don't hit abs in the off season or when I'm bulking. It's because I hit abs at PT, like 2 or 3 times a week. And that's good for me. It's enough core work, especially with like the compound movements as well. So then when I start cutting and dieting, I just add some additional volume in for abs just to tighten things up. And, the abs do really come in the kitchen. And as you start dieting and losing body fat, that's when they get revealed. So that's it, guys. That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. Like the video. I will talk to you in the next one.